Who's your favorite Marvel character and why?
Ako,
Napakadami kasi. Pero may top 5 ako from the entire Marvel Universe. Pero si Loki talaga. Lamang lang siya ng onti kay Peter Parker. Hindi dahil siya yung pinakamalakas. Hindi dahil siya yung pinakamabait. At alang hindi dahil perfect siya. Actually, nagsimula nga siya as villain. Pero for me, he has one of the best character developments in the entire MCU. Spoiler warning. Kung hindi mo pa napapanood yung MCU or Loki series, skip ka muna. Joke. Anyways, Marvel geek talaga ako. Hindi ako comic reader pero napanood ko na lahat ng MCU movies, series, pati non-canon projects. Nag-search din naman ako tungkol sa lore and character for deeper understanding. Out of everyone, si Loki talaga yung favorite ko. And honestly, why? Because I relate to him the most. The villain era. Nung Thor 2011, nagbago yung mundo ni Loki doon. Doon niya nalaman na hindi pala siya tunay na anak ni Odin at ni Frigga. Adopted pala siya and ang tunay niyang ama ay si Luffy, ang hari ng Frost Giants, ang mismong lahi na matagal ng kalaban ng Asgard. Imagine growing up believing na isa kang Asgardian prince tapos biglang malalaman lahat ng pinaniwalaan mo tungkol sa sarili mo wasn't true. Doon nagsimula ang identity crisis niya. Pakiramdam niya habang buhay na lang siyang nasa shadow ni Thor. Ang malakas, sikat, at laging pinipiling maging susunod na hari ng Asgard. All Loki wanted was to be seen, marespeto, ma-recognize, at ma-prove na worthy din siya. Pero dahil sa insecurity, selos, galit na unti-unting naiipon, nagdesisyon siyang hanapin ang validation sa maling paraan. Kaya sa Avengers 2012, tuluyan siyang naging villain. Nakipag-alyansa siya kay Thanos na ipinadala siya sa Earth kasama ang Chitauri Army para kunin ang Tesseract, the Space Stone at sakupin ang mundo. Pero sa ilalim ng pagiging kontrabida, makikita mo pa rin na hindi lang simpleng kasamaan ng nagtutulak kay Loki. Isa siyang taong sugatan, lost, and desperate na maramdaman na worthy din siya, na mahalaga din siya. The anti-hero era. Pero hindi doon nagtatapos ang story ni Loki. Unti-unti siyang nagbago. Sa Thor Dark World 2013, kahit puno pa rin siya ng galit at may sarili pa ring agenda, pinili niyang tulungan si Thor na labanan ang mga Malekith at ang Dark Elves. Dito rin nakita kung gaano niya rin kamahal ang ina niyang si Frigga and kung paano siya naapektuhan sa pagkawala nito. Pagdating sa Thor Ragnarok 2017, mas malinaw na ang pagbabago niya. Sa halip na isipin lang ang sarili, pinili niyang bumalik para tulungan si Thor. Iligtas ang mga Asgardian at harapin si Hela, ang goddess of death. Kahit may mga pagkakataon pa rin na nagloloko siya o inuuna talaga niya ang sarili niya. Hindi na yun ang naging pagkatao niya. Hindi pa rin siya perfect. May selfish moments pa rin. Pero nakikita mo pa rin na unti-unti niyang pinipiling gawin yung tama. Doon mo ma-realize na ang tunay na pagbabago ay hindi nangyayari ng isang igla. Minsan, dahan-dahan itong nabubuo. One good decision at a time. Then, ito na yung pinaka-favorite part ko. Literal na goosebumps. As in, gusto ko na mag-super saiyan. Pero, in silence lang nun. Kasi gabi nun, tulog si mama. Sobrang satisfying lang na makita si Loki na unti-unti nagbabago. Sa Avengers Infinity War 2018, kahit alam niyang halos impossible nang manalo, sinubukan pa rin niyang patayin si Thanos para iligtas si Thor at ang natitirang Asgardians. He knew the risk pero he still chose to try. That alone showed na hindi na siya yung dating Loki. Then dumating yung Loki season 1 hanggang season 2. Grabe. This was the moment na na-realize niyo na kung sino talaga siya. May line siya na sobra talagang grabe. I know what I want. I know what kind of God I need to be. For you. For all of us. That's the moment he finally stopped asking, how can I become powerful? And started asking, how can I use my power to serve others? Hindi na siya yung naghahabol ng throne. Hindi na siya yung naghahanap ng validation. Hindi na rin niya kailangan na patunayan na worthy siya. Instead of choosing power, he chose responsibility. Instead of choosing himself, he chose everyone else. Pinili niyang akuin yung burden ng buong multiverse mag-isa para mabigyan ng chance ang lahat na magkaroon ng sariling future habang sina Mobius, Sylvie, B-15, si OB at countless lives across every timeline got to live freely. Si Loki stayed behind, alone. Solely, hindi siya naging king of Asgard. He became something even greater. Not a ruler, not a conqueror, but a guardian. A god who no longer wanted to be worshipped, only someone willing to carry the burden so everyone else could keep living. And honestly, that's the kind of god he was always meant to be. Honestly, naging favorite ko si Loki kasi hindi lang ako nag-base sa powers niya. Kasi siya na yung ang powers niya ngayon cosmic na. Or kung gaano siya ka-cool. Actually, evaluated halos lahat ng MCU characters. Kinonsider ko yung character developments nila, yung redemption arc, life lessons, value sacrifice, flaws, and kung gaano sila ka-relatable in real life. Out of everyone, si Loki talaga yung pinaka nag-resonate sa akin. And ito talaga yung reason kung bakit favorite ko si Loki. Hindi dahil naging hero na siya. Hindi dahil sa sobrang powerful niya ngayon sa MCU. But because I saw a part of myself in his story. May season din sa life ko na gusto ko ma-respeto, ma-recognize, ma-prove yung sarili ko. Parang gusto ko ipakita na kaya ko rin, na worthy din ako, na may value din ako. And honestly, I think a lot of us go through that. Maybe iba-iba tayo ng way. Some people chase achievement, some chase money, some chase influence, some chase success. Pero deep inside, I think we're all looking for the same thing. To be seen, to be appreciated, and to feel like we're enough. I'm enough. Pero habang tumatagal, isang bagay ako na-realize na validation is a terrible destination. Kasi once na makuha mo na yung validation na hinahanap mo, may panibago na namang achievement, may panibago na namang taong gusto kang i-impress, may panibago na namang standard na gusto mong maabot. It never really ends. And that's why I love Loki's ending. Because somewhere along the way, he stopped asking, how can I prove myself? And start asking, how can I save others? I think that's where he finally found his purpose. And that's when I realized real purpose isn't about proving yourself, it's about giving yourself. Real leadership isn't having power, it's about serving. Real success isn't about everyone knowing your name, it's about how many lives you're able to impact. Maybe you're also in your own Loki season trying to prove yourself, to earn respect, to be enough to make people notice you. And if that's you, I get it. I've been there too. Pero maybe, instead of asking, paano ba ako mapapansin ng tao? Try asking, paano ba ako magiging blessing sa ibang tao? Paano ba ako makakapagbigay ng value? Because I think that's where purpose begins. The moment you stop living just to be noticed and start living to make a difference. That's when your life starts becoming bigger than yourself. This is why Loki will always be my favorite Marvel character. Not because he became perfect, hindi rin dahil lagi siyang tama, but because he changed, he learned, he grew, and honestly, that gives me hope. Kasi if a fictional character can remind us that people can change, and then maybe we can do. Personally, I don't want to spend my whole life chasing validation anymore. I want to become someone who loves, someone who serves, someone who's willing to sacrifice, not because I'm perfect, but because that's the kind of person I want to become. One thing Loki taught me is this: your past doesn't have to define your future. Hindi porket mali yung simula mo, mali na rin yung ending mo. You can grow, you can change, you can become a completely different person. And maybe that's why Loki means so much to me. Hindi siya naging perfect, pero natagpuan niya yung purpose niya. And maybe we're all trying to find ours too. So let me leave you with this question. What are you living for right now? Validation or purpose?